Hey everyone, it's Max here for a very brief, unregularly scheduled ad break. I caught, I think, the flu. um, so I just want to thank our $10 patrons, Mango, Amanda Crondor, Morgan Wilbrandt, Emily Laderna, Charlie Rose, and Marco Malmstrom for their continued support of the show. Thank you guys. Don't worry, I'm certainly well enough to edit and put this together, not doing it out of obligation and necessity. I'm very glad that we still released this week. Um, but I'm gonna let you enjoy the rest of it without interruption while I go take a nap. We'll see you guys next week. Bye. Drink lots of water. Bada bing. Okay, take it away, Beth.
Hello, welcome to what is this, number 8? Welcome to 8, the 8th episode.
Oh,
Sorry,
food number 8.
yeah, there's things happening directly outside my door. So does anyone remember what happened last time on food episode number 7?
Can I
We
address
did go to
something?
food, I think, right?
Yeah?
I almost named last week's episode Food 17 because we went to Food 17. And I was like, haha, that's kind of funny because it's episode 7 and we did an episode called Food Number 3 where we went to Food Number 3, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't do that.
No, I like the name you gave it better.
Yeah. It's something about Atticus.
Yeah, Atticus returns because she came back physically, and also the Atticus from season 2 mentally returned to everyone's happiness.
Yeah, it was it was multifaceted and not something that I was really uncertain about because we spent another fucking episode of this arc getting food.
That's fine. It's like, these things happen, and I definitely didn't end that episode going, why the fuck did I have another food episode? These things happen.
I'm personally a fan of maybe having like 4 more food episodes before the show's over. I meant to say arc.
I don't know what it is about the 4 of us as players. It's just having, like, connecting as characters over food. There's nothing more human than sitting down and getting a meal together, even in some kind of, like, fantasy hellscape.
Well,
you sit down,
especially if the
sometimes
meal
you
is
eat
15 feet of licorice rope.
or a
Or a
10
phone
pound
book.
a 10-pound wafer phone book.
Which is also
That was so smart, Mark.
I can't get over that. Mark, your plan is brilliant.
I appreciate that.
We got food. Ernest printed out a phone book to get Goopy Teeth Frog's number. Atticus, I don't know, she's not doing super hot. But then we got an appointment with Warwick. And so we went to Warwick, and Warwick is a horrifying, biblically accurate angel in a suit. And if that sounds...
He's the biblically accurate boss baby.
He's biblically accurate boss baby.
Yes.
And if that sounds like it was short, like sort of a short recap, that's what we did last time.
That's literally what happened. Anderson made some enemies. Ernest had an absolutely brilliant idea, 3D printed a phone book and then ate it. We explored the taxi service, and we hiked 15 minutes to food stall 17, even though there was, I think, 8 other options on the way.
Yeah.
So you know what, as you do. But yes, that draws to a close as you, your entire party, and Atticus, now with a crutch, totally mobile. By the way, she is at the door behind you screaming, because horrifying Angel Man looks like that. And he says, welcome. Thank you for keeping your appointment so timely.
Yeah.
Atticus, pardon me just for Atticus, my dear, please. Yes, stop screaming, thank you. She kind of does and just stands by the door in shock. He tips his head back so that the square kind of rotates up a little bit, and one of the mouths that was previously hidden by the angle of his head opens and spits out a little note, and he just pulls it out of his mouth, and he reaches all the way across the room and holds it out to Atticus, and he says, if you wouldn't mind, please read this. And she takes it and reads it, and for maybe a good like 15 to 30 awkward seconds. You're just sitting there in silence. There's a clock somewhere ticking. He's not saying anything. He's just staring at Atticus, who's going through a range of emotions as she reads this. Anger, despair, sadness, more anger, and then just confusion. She looks up at him and says, how did, and he goes, how did I know that? I know everything. Quite literally everything. And she says, oh, so is this, and he goes, is that true? Of course it is. I wouldn't lie to you. There's nothing in it for me to lie to you. Okay, thank you very much, Atticus. Your presence here is no longer required. If you will wait in the reception area, I have some words I need to have with my appointees. She leaves, and the door clicks behind her.
So
he sits back down. Oh, sorry.
Do we get to know what that was, or like?
Oh, well, I don't really think it was entirely your business, but it's also entirely not. So here, how about this? Let's do this instead. And he reaches under his desk and he pulls out a very small model train system. There are 2 bridges with 2 blinking red lights on them, and the train's not moving. And he sits it on his desk and he looks down at it and he says, well, if one of the lights turns green, then we'll know it worked. And if it doesn't, well, then none of this was ever going to work anyway. So, hello! It is lovely to meet all of you. My name is Warwick. What can I do for you?
Okay. Hi, Warwick. Can I ask you maybe a stupid question?
Of course.
Do you already know why we're here?
Of course I do. He opens his desk and he pulls out 4 more of those little notes and just spreads them across his desk. So, any other stupid questions?
Yes. No. Sorry. No. Yes.
So you're not going to ask for my help?
You still want us to do that?
Well, of course I do. Just because I know everything doesn't mean I don't enjoy a conversation.
My apologies, Warwick. We're here seeking information, if you can believe that. Particularly 2 items that I can think of. First and most important is we need the date that a Clifford Hawthorne dies of Earth. Clifford Hawthorne of Earth.
Yes. Mr. Hawthorne's son, he taps the first note and he goes, I have that.
Okay.
One of the lights on the little train just flicks green. And he goes, oh! It worked. That's nice. I'm glad. Continue.
Okay. Anderson waits for a second to see if there's any clarification about the train.
He does. Nope. He's just staring at you. Little feathers falling down into your lap.
Are these Jesus Christ. Are these organic? Don't answer that. That wasn't a question. Second,
you can consider that dandruff.
That's worse. That's so much worse. Second question, how... Okay, I gotta get to creation. Do you know how I can do that?
Yes. Taps the second envelope.
I turned to Abel and Ernest. This guy's good.
Just out of curiosity's sake, is it possible for angels to not be radioactive to humans?
Oh, yes, you're asking how to cause an angel to fall. He taps the last envelope.
Okay.
Says, is there a way to do that doesn't, and Warwick leans over and he goes, please save your questions for later, Rosier. And then leans back and smiles with all of his mouths and says, and your third question, Mr. Rivers.
I thought I just had 2, to be honest with you.
Yes, you're looking for the date to bring Clifford back. Very important step in your plan. Do you mind if I ask you a dumb question, my friend?
Yeah.
How are you going to do that?
Oh, we're gonna go to Tomato Towers and bingo the calendar guy, whose name I swear has been told to me before.
Road.
And we're gonna get that moved around.
Excellent. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll give you a freebie. And he tips his head back again, pulls out a little note, and he hands it to you, Anderson.
Thanks. Do I read
Please
this
read
now?
it. Oh, yes, right now.
Okay. I'm going to open my mouth and read the contents of it, and I might sound a little different again, but it's still me doing it.
You open the note, and it reads as follows. Fuck, I forget the top of it. Damn it. I spent all day drawing these at work.
A lot of pretext here. Hang on a second. It just says, like, in quotations, sob, sob.
Give me a second.
Give me a second.
Is the text appearing on the note?
No, I'm just
as you read it?
I'm just trying to process that. This is how it's written.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey, everyone's different, I guess.
Yeah, hang on. There's a little smudge I'm trying to get off, and then I'm gonna keep reading this.
You smudge the entire top half of the note until it's completely illegible. No one can read it. The bottom half of the note says, question, can we ask Rode to change the date? Answer, absolutely not. He laughs in your face.
So how do I get Rode to change the calendar?
He smiles uncomfortably again and taps that third envelope.
This guy's good.
So, your fourth question?
I thought the fourth one was about the angels.
No. That was Abel's first question. Your fourth question is, what's in it for me?
We don't just get this stuff?
No, absolutely not.
I have ice cream. Do we still have the ice cream?
You want to come with us?
To Earth? No. I have no desire to leave heaven. But I do desire to see a change in leadership.
Oh.
Well,
leadership's been a little scary lately.
Yeah, I don't know how to tell you this, but you seem like a crazy guy. You got to know what's coming, right?
Oh, if you're talking about the harvester, I'm not interested in that. Either my life will continue on this path, or my life will continue on her path. There's a 50-50 fork, and unfortunately for you, that won't be your story to tell. So let's start here.
Okay. What's in it for you?
I'm so glad you asked. Let me answer your question with another. What do you think makes a good leader?
Who listens?
Fair. Good head of hair.
I'll have to disagree with you on that one. He kind of touches the top of his no hair head and says, I wonder.
Hair is subjective, you know?
Excellent point, Abel. No, I do wonder because Heaven's leadership was decided entirely based on who came into existence first. Now, Anderson, you would know something about being born into a role. Do you think that makes you a good leader?
No.
No. That's a good answer. He kind of slides that first note forward and says, as we all are aware, Abner has had a sort of falling out lately. Maybe more of a falling apart. And it's not illegal to just be bad and stupid, but it is illegal to bring back the dead as he has, or attempted to, or is in progress of. He taps the second red light and he says, well, if this turns black, then there's no going back, but we're still at red, so we're not dead yet.
So are we going to talk about the model train, or are we just going to like keep blowing right past that?
Oh, this is your future. Well, this is this group's particular future. Your goals, whether you live and make it out of here, whether you end up in the belly of the rehabilitation center, whether you get sent to the bottom of the lake, whether you get sent to limbo, whether you make it home into your families, whether you get harvested in the end, whether you make it out of heaven at all. Taps the train model. Green and blue means we're good. It means we've achieved a favorable path, the one that I've decided is the best fit for everyone. Your sister was the first key. She was well on her way to individualism for the worse. Yes, I suppose you would be confused by that. Yeah, no, half of Atticus's soul has been removed from her body.
Yeah, no, we know.
Yeah, I don't think you understand how bad that is. That's
It's fine, Warwick. We're gonna take care of it.
It's actually not fine. The sister in her body was convinced that she was from 2019 and was slowly starting to resent you and would eventually become her own person. Her soul would never refuse to her body. She wouldn't take back the Atticus that stuck in Sammy. She would doom the whole mission. You would grow to hate her back. You'd get harvested. The world would end. So I just reminded her. And he taps the green light and he's like, and it's all good for now.
Okay.
So the question, there's so many questions actually.
I thought there were 4.
You were curious about, well, you've asked them all now. He leans back in his chair and he says, "Ugh, I'm so tired of acting like this. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there." He opens his desk and he pulls out 3 cups. And he says, "All right, I want your tears. I want you to cry into these cups."
What?
He shrugs. None of you were taking my bait. None of you were prodding the right prods. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of dealing with Abner, and I'm tired of this blasted council. I'm tired of talking to humans. So yes, that's what I want. You want the rest of my answers? Cry into this cup. Well, respectively, cry into each of your own cups.
Dude.
Dude. Do you want my help or not? Do you want to fail? Please, you are well on your way to doing so. I'd be Actually, that's a lie. I would not be happy to see you fail, because if you fail, then we all fail. It's unfortunate.
What do you use it for?
I'm so glad you've asked. No one asks. Thank you. He stands up, dusts off his suit, and walks over to one of his cabinets and sort of opens it up and shows off a wide, horrible collection of little bottles filled with just a little bit of liquid. There's got to be thousands, and it goes deep. And he goes, "These are all the tears I've ever collected in my lifetime from demons. I even have concepts tears in here. Don't have Abner's, but time and place. Now, I use tears. It's interesting. Do you know that every tear is a bit different in their chemical compound depending on what you're feeling? Humans especially. I don't really have feelings. So I drink tears from other people, creatures, beings, to feel things. And I think it gives me a sense of what empathy might be like.
Okay.
So I would like your tears, please.
Quick team huddle. Can I pull my little boys together?
Yeah, he's not. He's still playing with his trains.
This guy's a freak.
I don't understand what emotion he would get out of our tears right now.
Ernest, what the fuck?
Man, I don't know why. What? You act like I know.
Ernest, how could you do this?
Ernest, how could you personally? All right, hang on. I got an idea. If it doesn't work though, get those tear ducts ready. And I turn around. I say, "Okay, Warwick, how about this? You can have my tears, and they're cool because they're still living human tears."
So you want my help, technically betraying heaven for one set of tears from one of you?
One living human.
Hold on, let me roll for this. Roll to see how receptive he is to this. Okay. I suppose you are alive, and I've only ever gotten from dead humans. Dead demons.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Unless I turned back and I'm like, unless you guys want to cry, I guess I should have asked that first.
I mean, it's not really something I can do on command, so like, I guess if I was allowed to just take the cup with me and bring it back later, but...
Ernest, you got any strong preference on crying into a cup there, buddy?
I was just gonna tell one of you to punch me in the nose, and that would make me cry.
Tears of pain are delicious.
That's what I'm saying.
Ernest, do you really want me to punch you now?
I didn't say you, but I mean, yeah, I guess.
Well, now I feel like we kind of
Oh,
promised them to him.
you know who might love doing that actually is Atticus.
Nah, Atticus kind of scares me. I think she might kill me if she punches me.
Okay. All right. How about this, Warwick? All right, you get Ernest too, because now he seems to really. I feel like we can't really back down if we went through this. Okay. So just in the nose there, Ernest.
Yeah, like right in the nose. That's it. You know, you get hit in the nose, you cry.
Yeah. No, I'm familiar. Okay, you got your cup ready?
Yeah, he holds it up to his. Hold up. I can't hold it there. All right, he holds it up to the side of his face in preparation to move it.
Okay.
All right,
And just hit you.
that's what I've been saying. Yeah, just hit me. Just don't like punch my nose into my brain because I
Don't
don't want
punch
that.
up or you'll kill him instantaneously.
Yeah,
Some more. He can die a second time, you know.
Yeah, I
and that
know.
sounds painful.
What
Okay.
happens if that happens?
Oh, what an excellent question. Well, in hell, they will simply redistribute your body into the earth. Your soul will redistribute back to the cosmos, much as it would here, but your body goes back into the physical dust that becomes the earth in the living realm. Here, your body will, well, forget and sort of disassemble itself into two things: bricks and liquid. And you've seen the river outside? I know you've all seen the sewers.
Gross. And I punch Ernest. I got a
What?
normal success on fighting brawl.
Ernest, how
Mm.
bad does your nose bleed?
Well, I guess
Do you want
we
me to
have to
roll
see what the damage.
Yeah.
2 points. That's it.
Not bad.
Okay. You rear back, punch Ernest square in the nose. There's no crunch, but you do feel his nose shift under your fingers. It's kind of horrible. And
Ah!
it hurts so bad, Ernest. And blood is gushing, pardon me, blood is gushing down your shirt.
Ah, fuck! Jesus Christ, dude! Why'd you do that?
Sorry, you asked me to.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to be funny. And he like holds the cup up to catch the tears.
All right, roll dexterity.
Roll tear catching, please.
Yeah.
Tear catching. Is Ernest blood that weird black again?
Ernest blood?
Yeah, you made a comment
No.
before that his blood was black at one point.
Yeah, it's currently just red and normal.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's a success.
All right, you successfully managed to catch quite a few tears, so that there's a nasty looking amount of liquid, and you pass the cup over to Warwick, who excitedly sets it up on a stand behind his desk. He
Gross.
turns back to you and he says, "Oh, now, do you need any help sullying my office further, or would you like to just be reminded of some of the sad things in your life? That would probably work quite well for you."
1 second, Beth. I turn towards Ernest. Hit me. Just hit me, please.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna fight that one.
Wait,
You're
what?
just gonna not bite him?
No, I'm not gonna fight him on that. Yeah, that's also a regular success.
Roll damage.
Can someone remind me what unarmed damage would be for a large boy?
1d3 plus 1d4.
Nice. Oh, that's too much damage. That's 6 damage.
Isn't that a major wound?
There's no major wounds in Pulp Cthulhu.
I see. So, okay. I didn't remember if there's any different from the normal one. So, are you like good after that, or are you down?
No, I'm fine. I haven't taken any
Okay.
damage this arc until now.
Thank God. Okay,
It's
so
all been Ernest, honestly.
yeah,
Yeah.
Ernest,
Oh!
you don't even know how to uncheck your strength, because you wind up and hit him with all the weight in your body, whereas Anderson pulled his punch a little bit. You did
Yeah.
not, and you feel the bones in his nose shatter beneath your fist.
Dude!
Blood pours down your shirt. It's streaming everywhere, and Warwick sighs and he goes, "Nope. I guess you'll just sully my office." Okay.
I'm collecting. I'm tear collecting.
You roll dexterity. Take a take a penalty die. You just got your nose shattered.
Okay.
These tears are gonna have some blood in them.
Warwick's just like shrugs and he's like, so, it's a what's it called? It's the
It's the
spice of
seasoning.
life. Yeah, the
It
spice
adds
of
a
life.
it adds a little umami to the
I
tears.
know.
Well,
I do enjoy the metallic notes of human blood.
They're so gross. I have to spend 6 points of luck, but I'll do so to
Oh,
get a regular
Jesus.
success.
All right, you get maybe what looks like maybe a little bit more blood than tears. But there is enough tears in there that you hand him the cup and he looks at it. He makes almost what you might consider a disdainful look, but he's just got such a weird face, you can't really tell. But he sets it up behind him and he sits back down and he hands Rosier, who's been silent and stock still since he got chastised, he hands Rosier that fourth note and he says, "Oh, before you read it," hands him a cup. "You'll need this." Rosier opens it, reads it, and starts sobbing, and then tries to catch the tears in the cup. And he's let's find out if he's successful. Okay, he's very successful. He's getting there's like the cup is like half full by the time he's done. His tears are also that inky black color. And Warwick looks at it and he goes, "I have to get 2 mugs for you next time." All right, well, if you accept the terms of that deal, speak nothing more of it, and come see me tomorrow after you're done. And Rosier looks at you, Abel. He stares at you for a really long time, and he turns back to work and he says, "I'll do it. I'll do it. I will do it." Warwick says, "Excellent." And as he says that, the second red light turns blue. All right, here are the rest of your notes. I'm so glad we could come to an agreement on this. Oh, before I forget, I've been so pleased at how this meeting has gone. I forgot. I got a little present for you. A thank you. Not really a housewarming gift, but if you go home, I suppose it could be. And he opens up another closet and pulls out Atticus's prosthetic leg. Hands it to you, Anderson. He goes, "Here you are. I know you've been looking for this."
Why?
"Why? Because I needed you to come here."
We didn't know the prosthetic leg was here.
"No, of course not. I took it."
Why?
Where would the
"Because."
incentive be if we hadn't figured out that we needed to come here to ask you questions?
"Oh, because if Atticus had her leg when she woke up without half a soul, she would have taken off, and you would not have found her until it was too late. Here you go."
That makes sense.
I take the leg.
He as you grab it, he shakes it up and down. So you're shaking his hand, and he's like, "Oh, it was such a pleasure to meet you too. Oh, I look forward to tasting your pain later. Have a great day."
We don't even get to read the stuff in here.
"Oh no, I don't want to see your reactions to that. Please leave. You've absolutely filthied my office. I will take weeks for the janitorial angels to get the smell out of my carpets."
What's the janitor's angel's name?
Several of his mouths smile, and he says, "Well, let's see. Janitorius, water bottle, sometimes."
Yeah. No, I've heard enough. Come on, everyone.
He's laughing, but you leave and the door shuts very firmly behind you. Atticus is still in the lobby. She's actually crying into a mug, and she looks really confused, but she's doing it. It's a nominal success, and she kind of looks up, wipes her face, and then drops the mug because Ernest and Anderson, you are bleeding horribly. Both of your faces are swollen. And she runs over to you, Anderson, and says, What happened? What the fuck? Did he beat you guys up? What happened?"
They did
I-
that to
I
each
did that.
other.
Got your
You-
leg. I hold up the leg.
That's literal. He really does.
She takes it in disbelief and then I don't know how to put this on.
Oh, here, let me help you. I help her get that reattached.
She puts weight on it, on test on not trusting it, but muscle memory. Her body knows how to walk with this thing on, and she's fine. She actually yeets the crutch down the corridor, breaks a vase and says, "Fuck that guy," and then turns around and gives you a really big hug. Really big hug.
Oh, I give her a hug back too. And I'm like, okay, so we have a lot of information. I think we need to try and digest. Are you are you good? Whatever you saw on there was apparently enough to save us. So good job.
The note I read?
Yeah.
It was a lot, but it was. I mean, it boiled it down. I don't know how it saved you. Just he kind of explained what happened, rubbed my biggest fears on my face, told me I was being a big fucking asshole, which I was. I'm sorry to all of you. She says that I really don't know you guys, but I am sorry about that. And then told me that asking myself, why did this happen to me? Why, God, why? When I should be asking, who did this to me? And why? And that I should be, I was, I guess, directing my anger towards you, which was, again, I'm sorry. That was wrong. I didn't understand what was happening, but apparently half my soul is missing, and that's really not good. It's like double sided. So it was just a lot of information to process. Made me feel really bad, but also I feel like it woke me up from panic.
Wow. Maybe Warwick would have helped us out in 2019. So good, good. Glad to hear it. And just as a reminder, we're gonna fix this. Okay, next in the order, Abel Rosier, what the fuck was that thing?
What, Warwick?
No, Rosier's thing. Rosier, what was
Oh,
that?
I
Rosier,
don't know.
yeah, Rosier's tucking it in his pocket, and he goes, "I'm apologize, but I cannot discuss this.
Dude.
No, please, 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 please understand. This will ensure that I can come with you.
For real.
Yes, I." He looks at you again, Abel. I wouldn't lie to you.
What's the
Is it
shitty no.
safe?
What's the shitty heaven catch?
I have a job I must perform. That's the catch.
Is it like retail or like
He smiles. No, it's not.
Is it like you fail and it gets taken back?
I won't fail. Because I cannot fail. It's as simple as that. And I ask that you don't make this any more difficult on me than it already is. And I will tell you if I can. But right now I cannot.
Okay, Abel, I'm gonna leave that in your hands. But we still have information to process, baby. Let's see here. Okay.
The secretary who's like right next to you guys is like, can you do that somewhere else?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Wow, that's so rude of us. Just standing here in front of your boss who drinks tears, noses bleeding profusely everywhere. That was so messed up of us to just stand here in front of you like you have anything fucking better to do. And I opened the first envelope.
I was gonna, she like reaches in her desk and pulls out another cup, and she's like, "You seem like you need this." But you open the first envelope, and sorry, I left some of my notes at work, so I'm going off of memory on these.
I left some of my notes at work, so I'm going off of
Shut the
memory.
fuck
Some
up,
of
Max.
these
I'm gonna
guys
crawl
shut
through
the
the
fuck
screen to
up,
beat
man.
you
No,
up.
these ones I can't figure out
They're
what
getting a little abstract. I don't know who they're referencing.
they keep getting really abstract.
What was the first one about? What was the first
Oh,
one?
I got you.
That was Clifford.
Oh my god, Clifford. Okay, yes.
Oh my god, Clifford. Yes. Okay, it seems like he figured it out.
Clifford Durnest Hawthorne, death date December 19th, 2020, 11:52 a.m.
You hear that, Ernest? Sounds like he lived a pretty decent life.
Hold on, I put myself on mute. That was weird. Yeah, no, it seems like he fucking oh shit. I think I outlived my son in terms of years. That's kind of sad.
Yeah, well, you got grandkids. So that's
Yeah.
they're out there still. Actually, if everything goes well, you can meet both of them unharvested.
That's the hope. Yeah. Also, I want to point out when the secretary gave a shit, Ernest just let his nose bleed everywhere. He's just like letting it go now. He's not holding it.
Yeah, no, Atticus is taking silent rage by she like takes her cup of tears that she carefully collected and just kind of knocks it over. And the lady's like I don't have a tear mop.
Is that different than normal? Never mind. Yeah, someone else want to read the next one?
Sure.
let's see. The second one was not how to get him to help you. What was the other question? You guys had?
Creation. How to get to creation.
This one is a detailed map of how to get through the back of the Welcome Center, where there's apparently, per this map, a small hole that you can actually sneak through to get to those same caves that you walk through to get from Limbo and from Creation's place to heaven in the first place. Essentially, getting you outside of heaven to backtrack.
Good. This is good. If we get outside of heaven this way too, maybe we can just call Goopy Teeth Frog from there.
Well, that's possible. That makes sense. It's technically not in heaven either.
Okay, great. So we have that. These are good. This might be worth the blood tears. The last one is Road.
Yeah, the last one was how to convince Road to change the date for you.
And it says...
And it's just what looks like Warwick's autograph. And it says, "You owe me one, bro."
What is...
I don't really understand that one, but maybe he will.
He fucking better. Because otherwise we're up shit's creek, you know?
Wait, Atticus speaks up from like knocking cups over and moving chairs slightly out of angle, and says, "I'm sorry, wait, you guys got your shit wrecked for a map, a guy's death date, and an autograph?"
And Rosier to sob into a cup.
And my leg back? Why did he have that?
So we could... you know?
Yeah, I don't really know how to do anything here. I'm not going to pretend to understand or like anything, but you know, I'm not going to like run away. If you guys need help, I'll help. I just don't know how to help.
That's okay. None of us do either. Excuse me, the blood.
Do you like hey, lady, is there like a hospital? And the lady doesn't look up.
Did we get this lady's name?
I know her name was, I think someone called her Miss Marks.
I don't think anyone called her Miss Marks.
From like a different episode. Because I just listened to the episode today, and I'm pretty sure someone outside called her Miss Marks.
Oh.
Well, I'm going to go up to her, and I'm going to say, "Excuse me."
She looks up with a big sigh. Yes?
Hi, sorry. I'm so sorry to bother you. Just, my friends here just because I'm not overly familiar with this area specifically, I usually give tours in other areas. Is there a hospital closer to here than, and I list a hospital that's like literally on the other side of heaven?
She goes, "I liked you. Yeah, this isn't my accent, but maybe it is now." Sorry, I briefly forgot my own accent.
It happens. We're in heaven.
If you go back to the Welcome Center in the hallway, I think Hannah's working there today. There is a medical suite in the back. It's really for staff only, but you technically count as staff, and I guess your two friends here can count as your patients. I don't know.
Thank you.
She gives you a lollipop.
I take it, still not knowing how to eat it. And I don't eat.
No, I'm good. I'm great. Ernest is good too, right? We're good. We don't need medical attention.
If you don't come with me,
Anderson, that's a wall. Anderson, that's a wall. You're walking into a wall.
I'm fine. Ow.
If you don't come with me,
yeah,
I'm not elaborating, but if you don't, something.
No, I'm sorry. You have to listen to him. I think he's actually older than all of us put together, so he's in charge.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm sorry, Atticus is dragging you.
Oh, okay, let's go.
And I bring them to the little medical center.
You're so much easier to deal with like this.
Beat up?
Yeah, I guess. He's never usually this easy. You guys drag Ernest, who's still bleeding quite a bit, and Anderson, who's bleeding like a severe amount for an alive man, back to Hannah, who is just kind of chilling, and she smiles, and then her smile fades, and she goes, "Oh my, would you like to see the doctor in the back?"
Please.
Or
please.
Or the left one.
Oh my god. And Atticus is just gonna again shove you right through that door. Ernest, you're like getting a little lightheaded, but you're still mostly there.
Yeah.
You guys, Anderson, I don't know, you don't even look conscious right now.
But
You guys go into the back, and from what looks to be like sort of like a ramshackle together little welcome center booth, there's a really large, spacious medical facility in the back. Um, there's a lot of beds. There's some angels, some humans, all sort of wandering around together. There's a couple angels specifically lying in bed. There's one bed that's been totally curtained off, but you can see the black goo on the floor. And one of the human doctors, who, when you walk in, she says, "Oh, what are you? Oh my God, dear. I'm so sorry. What in the world? Get some blood for this fellow."
blood would be
And
nice.
sort of ushers you into a seat. Hello.
The adrenaline has left my veins.
Oh, I can help with that. And she jabs something into your leg that feels like you got electrocuted. You do feel a lot better. And then, like, after another minute of just enduring that, this other lady, an angel, comes by with two silvery bags of like a shimmering liquid, and sets up an IV pole. And she goes, "Wait a minute, are you dead?"
Enough.
No.
She takes down the shimmering liquid. She does hook you up to it, Ernest. And can you roll a d6 for me, please?
I got a 2.
All right. As you sit there, kind of like just absorbing this liquid, your bones, the whatever shifted or maybe cracked, heal, right themselves, and you
Ooh.
feel a lot better. Maybe not 100%. I don't actually. How much damage did you take?
I took 2 damage from that
You
hit.
feel 100% better.
Nice.
Incredible. It's like they just shot blood right back into your body. You feel like you better than you did yesterday. Anderson, they poke around for a while and then come back and say, Um, I'm really sorry, sir. We don't have real human blood, and also I don't know how you got in here, but if you die, we can help you."
What?
Atticus leans over and says, "Hey, what about I don't know if he needs blood that bad. We're the same blood type. I could give him a transfusion, I guess. Does he actually need blood?" And the doctor lady says, "Yeah, it looks like he's actually bleeding out right now.
I only took 6 damage.
You really can't tell the difference. I think your color is what I would call ghostly white, so I would put you at like 50-50 on the death scale."
Okay, hook me up, doc.
Yeah, they hook up some weird ass shit. Bunch of
Very
bags.
medical.
Very medical. Very, I'm definitely improvising this right now. Where they kind of just siphon some blood out of Atticus, who looks horrified and concerned, into you with another one of those electrifying shots. And you feel some of the bones in your nose click back together. It's painful. Can you roll a d6 for me?
3.
Some of the bones click and clack back into place. Not all of them. Your face feels horrible. Between the weird shots in your leg and your sister's literal blood transfusion, you feel a lot better, but goddamn, it almost hurts to see.
Okay, guys, now that I'm feeling 100% better, what say you we go to Rhodes?
You don't sound it, but
Country roads, Abel.
okay.
Are you
Can you
sure?
walk on your own right now?
Take me up. I'm fine.
Also,
I'm great.
I'll go back and get that crutch.
Thanks.
Yeah, she leaves. Comes back. It's all covered in blood and tears, and she's like, "Sorry, I threw it at my cup."
Yeah, that's okay. Where's the boy? Where's Road?
We got a
The
map to Road, right? Or no, Road's in the tower. We got a map to the other boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys have to go to Tomorrow Towers, which is somewhere nearby, but it is separate from the castle.
All right, we gotta go to Tomato Land, everyone.
All right, you guys finally exit the castle, bloodied, bandaged, weirded out. But you have a lot of info, and everything's looking better until you hear, as you step outside, an absolute shrill scream from somewhere far above you.
Mail?
And then and then It does sound pretty male. And then a big, horrible rumbling noise as even the ground underneath you shakes a little bit. And then there's silence.
Evil taxi?
Evil male?
How far are we from the castle here?
You're directly outside of it, actually. You were just inside of it, just in a different part than the main entrance. When you visited Abner's chambers, you were kind of on the other side. Let's say like the north facing side. You guys are a bit more on the west, in an attached building which houses Warwick's office, as well as the entrance to the council itself, which is the Council of Angels in charge of various aspects of heaven.
And where
What
did
you
this scream come from?
The scream came from somewhere above you, somewhere in the castle, just far above you. Um, the origination of whatever crashed and shook the earth, you can't tell. Um, but from what you can see, most people around you are equally as shocked and horrified. Some of the angels actually look at each other and then just zoom off upwards to somewhere. But there is a noticeable, almost uncomfortable silence afterwards. People aren't just quick to get kind of back together. Some scuttle off inside the castle, some actually run in the opposite direction. And you hear someone walking by, shaking their head with their friend, say, "That is the 4th time I have heard him scream like that. What is Abner going to do? That's not normal." And his friend goes, "Shut up. If anyone hears you, you'll go right back to the rehabilitation center. You can't talk about that out here."
I pull my class in close, and I'm like, I think maybe we should go inside and have a talk.
Are you crazy? We should get out of here.
Oh, I'm not talking about inside this building.
Yeah.
In fact, I think this is maybe the least great contender for building that we enter into for me to say what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, if you have any recommendations for sayings, let's go.
I look around. Is there like an entrance to the sewer anywhere nearby that I can see?
Roll luck for me.
Yeah, right.
Yarg.
Oh god, my dice tray. Maybe I should take all of the things that don't go in here out of it.
That might help.
Every time I go to pick it up, all the snaps on the side that I'm picking it up from open, and it starts to like get ready to spill all my dice. And it's probably because I have a PlayStation controller and a nail filer and fake nails in it. But
Yeah.
Just girly things.
just girly things. Success.
Okay. Yeah, you actually notice somewhat maybe poorly hidden behind a bright pink bush. You can see what looks like a partially graded entrance to the sewer.
Come over here with me real quick, and I usher everyone to the sewer door.
I usher.
Yeah, it comes off pretty easily.
Sweet, get in here.
I go in.
Atticus pokes her head down after you go in. "Is this safe?"
Yeah, it's just made of dead
perfectly
souls.
clean.
Okay. She climbs down.
Gross. I go too.
You were already in there.
Yeah. But it's grosser with the context.
He's still going.
Yeah. Ernest, you go in?
Yeah, Ernest doesn't try to do a backflip this time, though.
Ernest, the back of your head throbs as you ponder, but the siren song of the ladder calls to you as you descend like a normal person.
Probably for the best.
And as you click the grate back into place, you hear one more scream erupt from the castle. This time, a word. Abner. A male voice screams, and then another big shake as the earth rumbles around you. The very bricks in the sewer seem to shake in place, making this loud, horrible clattering noise that echoes around you, and then it stops again to silence.
Okay, Abel, what's up, buddy?
Sammy.
Yeah.
That's Sammy.
Yeah.
So, my theory, because he was like dead before, right? He brought you guys here so he could take what was left of him out of Atticus, right?
Yep, regrew a boy.
Wait, there was a man in me? What?
There was an angel in you.
Like
I
always?
guess.
No.
No, I guess at like some point.
2
I'm not
years.
entirely certain, but from context I picked up, there was Angel in you, but not you, someone else.
Okay.
And so Abner was like, I'll have that back now.
Wait, is that why he took my soul?
I
Yeah.
guess so.
That's
Yeah.
really fucked up.
No, it sucks.
So like you still have soul, but like more of your soul, I guess, got also taken out when he took what was left of Sammy out. And I guess it sounds like Sammy's not happy about being back, which, you know, being alive after dying is certainly an experience.
Yeah, I guess.
Do I like suck in the future? Why in the world did I agree to that?
Well, you didn't.
So I just okay.
Yeah, you got taken over by the angel, by the screaming angel, no less.
The really angry sounding guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So do we just ask for my soul back?
No, we're gonna probably have to yoink the Solinator, stab Sammy, pull out the soul, and inject it back into you, is my guess. Maybe we should have asked Warwick.
Well, here's a fun question. If we go off the assumption that Sammy is mad about being back, would we need the Solinator, or would we be able to just ask him to just do whatever he did before, I guess? Because, like, there's no more of him in there than was in her before, I guess?
I have a theory, and I'd love to be wrong about it, but I feel like life kind of sucks, typically. So my guess is that Sammy is probably not super rational right now if he has any control of his faculties.
That makes sense.
But
Being dead and then not being dead is, yeah.
But yeah, I tell you what, if we can negotiate with him, I'm all for it. We still have to get the Solinator back, though.
Who has that?
Abner,
Of course. Who is Abner, by the way?
ruler of heaven.
He's God and he's doing this?
No,
No, he's not God.
Where's God?
I don't
Is
know.
there a God?
Like,
I also don't know. It's just kind of him.
there's just a bunch of dudes who do like little things, but there's no like
And according
CEO,
to-
you know?
According to Warwick, Abner's in charge because he was the first one to be. So he did it, I guess.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Yeah. So it's fine. It's on the list. It's on the list. But first we gotta get Clifford. We gotta get Clifford. And then we're gonna get your soul back, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Anderson does like a mental check over to decide if he's okay or not.
Wow, I was 1 point away from a fumble. No, I faint.
I'm gonna roll to try to catch you so you don't smack your head on the floor.
I'll help her with that.
What do you think that would be?
Well,
Dex?
Whatever
Strength?
you rolled, I rolled a critical success, so.
Oh, great. Okay, Dex. Let me let's see how I lost my other pretzel. There it is. Oh wow. Oh, I did not critically succeed, but I got an extreme success. Anderson, you hear your sister ask this, and your lights go out as he tumbles forward. Atticus and Abel both stick their hands out at the same time and kind of catch you. So before you hit yourself or do any harm, you just fainted. And that is where we'll leave it for the night. Exhausted, miserable, broken, bloodied, but you got answers. And also a lot of bullshit.
Now we just gotta see it through.
Yeah, now you just have to not fuck up the rest of it.
Woohoo!
Fucking Warwick. I loved him. I was like, how do I like make it creepy and make him be like, give me your tears? And I was like, maybe I can just be like, fuck it, cry in this cup for me. I want to drink it.
Yeah, I feel like
If
that
you
was a
could
good way to
cry
do
in
it.
this-